Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there right off the bat. 48 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
It's because they're running a whole new offense.
A trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown.
49ers touchdown.
Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're getting up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Coleman now. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. Touchdown, L.A. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. We'll go ahead and strap
for
in.
Who?
Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive.
I mean, the Bears do have the best
defense. Line.
Hands down on paper.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
No.
Points,
rankings go by how many yards have been.
Than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11.
No, they haven't.
Let's go, defense. It's our time. 13. Hey, Alpha. Let's go, team. Let's go. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm here all day. Right there. 54. Right there. Hey, come on.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I love how these people run their blitzes all fucking goddamn fucking game.
Staring up here at a 3rd.
Here we go with the dumb shit.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis.
Have fun, because you're in for a long fucking
This is going to be another
bitch.
1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I mean, he's not playing bad.
Garoppolo again. Gets this one left side to Pettis.
Here we go. What we got? 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Twenty-one. 58, right over there.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle. His 4th touchdown.
Devontae Adams has 107 yards already.
Now taking the lead.
Jesus Christ. Thank God I ain't playing that motherfucker tonight.
Makes the score 14-7.
Someone's in for a long evening.
Gold now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. That's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd and inches, Goff got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb.
Which one are you going for, Seth? You going for the win or are you going for the Packer win?
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Are you going for Scantling or are you going for...
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's got this one across midfield.
So which one's the priority?
Territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So your team winning is the priority.
On the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Nick Bosa
able to run him down for a
got his little ass back there.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Jason Verrett.
Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And an alley to run. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards.
Oh,
so
somebody
commented on my change in field position. From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to air one out, and lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. So that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
13.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat
up.
Oh,
my God. Fucking win, bro.
And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Dang it.
Gold maybe not blessed with the strongest leg in the league, but he might be the most accurate. 2 for 2 from 50-plus a year ago, and he converts another one here.
Yeah, you don't want to play horse with Robbie Gould as a kicker. That guy can maneuver a football.
Come on,
with his
Sherman.
foot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away.
What's up, buddy?
I love how you put it
Sorry,
together.
I just got to
front
put up
and
on my
back
phone.
working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first,
Go on
now
and
2nd
subscribe.
and 10. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now it's gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up
Bro, if they give me a pass interference for that, I swear to God.
A flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely Did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Room to run past midfield. Throw left side complete. It's Goodwin. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Get that quarterback at all costs. 58, boy.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo.
Oh my gosh.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with an INT. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
Alshon?
I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Elliott good with a PAT.
That's what I needed not
and
to
we've got
do.
a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Oh, that sucks. Ow. Trying to break my dang neck off.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Come on, Jimmy G. Throw the ball, bro. It's wide open.
Samson Abukum.
God, I hate play action
hard from that
sometimes.
linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
White. Hey, come on now. Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's
He
intercepted.
just throws it up there
Picked
majestically.
off at the 40.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game.
God, I
Just
hate
want to
Jimmy
press
G.
it a little bit right
Give me a
before the
different
half, hoping to get
quarterback.
one more
Somebody
score.
make a
Now,
fucking
easy to
trade.
second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
After the interception, here's Goff.
Pick the ball. What?
Picked off. Surprising
Good
to see
God, dude. EA and these freaking animations is pissing me off. That should have been a user freaking lurk.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now Goff.
Man, I was going to say, if he catches that.
In the end zone.
Have to.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it.
What's the score set?
I don't think this
He missed it. He missed it.
Well short. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So we've hit halftime all
Get these
even
running
at
lanes
14
open.
apiece. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Hey, will you fill this up?
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line,
what are people flashing the house for?
But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go.
I promise, I didn't do nothing.
Stop.
I'm not going to jail.
Looks like you had green on that play.
Set to begin their next drive.
Probably did. Probably the freaking neighbors.
First
half
crackheads. Some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You get everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On second down, it's Coleman. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time...
Come on, are you kidding me right now? Good God, bro. All you do is run the ball. Like, what are you doing?
A big pickup of 38. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah,
God, I hate fast running backs.
That's what got them the first
hate
down.
You're running the same formation.
Just open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And
you are so... You're going to hit me with a 4th down rule, but you're sitting here running out of the same formation every single other play. That's petty. Little bitch.
These guys are able to regain the lead.
Petty-ass bitch, man.
Good on the extra point.
Swear.
And the lead is now 21-14.
I don't care. I can't wait to get my hands around this motherfucker. I'm going to hand him a sad-ass loss.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a
really?
relaxing
God, I hate that.
Right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a throw here to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Thank you.
Oh, and the hard count might have
Keep playing aggressive.
This might be a first down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
12.
Mike spot 4.
Hey, Haywood.
Play it man-to-man, bro.
Garoppolo. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Is that small, Seth?
This is fielded at
is
the
that
goal
small?
line.
That's what I meant. I call him small.
He's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that?
Did you seriously just give me the flag for that? Please. Whatever. Roughing the passer.
Frustration penalty there because he's
my God, here we go. Flag galore.
Done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
Here's Coleman on the draw. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
That's crazy, dude.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second and very short, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. There's Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. Now a first down throw. Goff. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. D. Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Goff now looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm.
Go, Pack, go!
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his
go,
guys 3.
Pack, go!
I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And he'll make it at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And these guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now here in Santa Clara. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Garoppolo now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Bravo.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And this is caught by Smith. Touchdown 49ers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's going to go down again. D Ford in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up, in good situation. It didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Tackle made there by Zach Brown. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run again with Breida. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down, McKinnon. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll field this at the 5. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the 49ers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Die from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. Better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it easy. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't geeks, too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'm a brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't geek, too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry coat is shield. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your pop, and your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry coat is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes. It was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead. Easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new. I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't. I can't lose. Ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to do. Make it next move your best. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry coat is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving it shoulder shield. My jewelry coat is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, this way right before the deal.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconception.